Andy Sullivan from Blue Collar Corner. I'm here at a construction site, and I'm going to be talking to a couple of workers. I'm going to ask them about the immigration law. And most of the people I'm speaking with are from other countries and who've come here and went through the immigration process. I want to ask them their opinions, what they've heard, and basically where they stand on this issue, because they are the ones closest to it. Now, I'm here with German Sepulveda. German, how long have you been in the country?
11 years.
Okay, 11 years. Now, how many years were you in the country until you got your papers and all your citizenship together?
6, 5, something like that.
Okay, so 5 or 6 years. Now you have a green card, you have a social security number, you went through all the proper channels, and you're working union construction right now. Make a good living. Okay. Now, I know you heard about this Arizona law. Maybe you don't know all of the details, but of what you heard, what do you think of it? Do you think it's a fair law?
I don't really know what's like the base of the whole law, but what I heard from you was that like the law is coming like to ask people that committing crimes and things like that doing bad things, and they can ask about like the immigration status. I think that's it's pretty fair, because if you like doing something wrong, if you're coming here and trying to do something like is now with the system or things like that against a crime or doing bad things, I don't know, that people shouldn't really get the opportunity to be here, and because everybody comes here for an opportunity to do something better for her life. If you, many people have like mistakes and things like that, but if you're trying to going against crime, robbing, things against the whole society, I think it's fair. As that point, I think it's fair. I don't know.
Okay, so now you've been in the country 11 years, right?
12, 11 years.
Okay, 12, 11 years. Now here's basically what it breaks down to. They cannot just go to anybody and say, "Excuse me, can I see your papers?" You have to be in the act of committing a crime, and then at that point, they're allowed to ask you for your identification and to see if you do have your papers. So you're totally okay with that?
Yeah, with that part, yeah, I'm totally okay, because I think it's pretty fair. If you're doing something wrong against you, I think it's pretty fair in that sense. People for no, because they just focus on you're Hispanic, all the Hispanics, but anyway, cause from here there are people the immigration status from Europe, they have the same problem that we have, but they'll just focus on Hispanic, you're an immigrant.
Okay, so you feel that they're spoken on the Latino community?
Yeah, as a Latino community, it is good, but because this law and these kind of things, they always try to, they have loopholes. No, they're problems, because when people try to take advantage of it. So if it's good, if they can just put the whole immigrate undocumented people in the same spot. If you're from Europe, you're an Irish, you're everybody, not just the Spanish, because they're just fucking the Spanish trying to.
Yeah, but German, let me say, it seems to me years ago, 30, 40 years ago, when Irish, the Greek, Norwegians, Italians, when they came over here, their first order of business was to become Americanized. They didn't come over here and start waving the Italian flag or waving the Irish flag. When they got here, their main purpose was to become American immediately. Learn the language, learn the customs, and adapt. Today, it seems like they're coming and just bringing all their customs with them, which is fine to have their own little community, but they almost seem to be trying to change our whole American way of life.
Yeah, that part is part correct. You can bring your custom, but you have to adapt to the system. That's the thing, and that's the part all the Hispanic community should really have some kind of education and some level of try to prepare themselves, learn the language, go to school, all these things to adapt to the whole system.
These are things that you have done. You went to school, learned the language, learned the trade.
Yeah, still I'm going to college. Difficult thing, because when you come to a different, different language, it's difficult for everybody. I know, if you have to put some extra effort to do it, but everybody can do it. There's no excuse to come here and they just say, no, I can speak Spanish, I can speak English, I can.
That's right. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. There's bodies out there that can teach you the language, the customs, and everything. And I think that's what should happen. Over here, sir, what's your name?
Rubin Mendoza.
Rubin, how long have you been in the country?
20 years.
20 years. How long did it take you to learn the language?
It took me about, let's say, 2 or 3 years.
Okay, 2 or 3 years. Now you're well adapted. You have children. You have a house. You're living the American dream, basically.
I'm a citizen for, let's say, 11 years already. It was difficult, like everybody, every immigrant. Like my coworker was saying, you know, it's hard to adapt, but everybody can learn it. And about the Arizona law, I think I am, you know,
You think it's a good law?
it is good law. It has to be. It has to be that way.
So you're against Obama actually bringing Eric Holder, our Attorney General, down to Arizona and actually trying to fight this law?
Absolutely, yes, yes.
Do you feel it puts a bad name on the Latino community? Does it hurt the documented Latinos that are over here when they come here and I see them giving the finger to the camera or setting a flag on or taking our flag, turning it upside down with the Mexican flag on top of it? Do you feel that's
Totally inappropriate. It's totally inappropriate what they're doing. I think, you know, the government right now, President Obama especially, you know, they put in that effort like they wanted to take it in a racist way. And it's just wrong. If you go to the border, they just overwhelming. You know, if I live in my house there, let's say I have my home, and they just raid, you know, my community.
yeah, people down in Arizona are living in fear.
I think I'm gonna be, you know, really angry. Yes, why not?
Okay, well, Andy from Blue Collar Corner, I wanted to get an opinion from the actual Latinos who have come here, who have went through the proper channels, and have built a life and are basically living the American dream. There's a way to do it. If they can do it, the other people can do it. Thank you.